All right, guys, it's Ozzy Grimm with the Gamers Grimm, and we are back again in New Atlantis here in Starfield for a really quick video over a ship. This is a very special ship. Everybody's favorite free ship in the game is, of course, the Star Eagle, and I could not call myself a shipbuilder if I didn't modify and yoke out my own Star Eagle, and this is what I ended up with. This is a fully kitted out, fully upgraded, all the way Star Eagle that you can get. I call it the Star Raptor. It is, it's a fun ship. The Star Eagle by itself is great. But then going in and upgrading it, I left so much of the original ship behind, but kept so much of the original silhouette in the Raptor here. And I just really wanted to share it with you guys. The Star Raptor, it's got more cargo, it's got more speed, it's got more of everything. It's upgraded to a Class B ship with all the upgrades and the trimmings that you can think of. So I figured I'd share this with you guys so all the Star Eagle fans out there might be inspired to upgrade and sort of kit out their own Star Eagle the way that they want. As you see, I've definitely dropped mine down and turned it into a lowrider and really exploded out these arms and put my bay over here. Always remember to like, subscribe, and share down below, guys. It really helps with the channel. And I had so much fun spending time building ships with you guys. I would want to do more of it, so be sure to do that. Let's head inside of the Star Raptor so that you can see the bays and we can take off. We're not going to spend too much time because you can see some of the changes that I've made. I've blown out the interior so that we could get ourselves a nice living quarters. Of course, the doors are closed because I painted, and there's a thing there because I swapped this, but that's all right. We'll be fine. Yeah, and there's the docker here, of course. Gotta love the bugs from the thing. Then I got a workshop here that leads up into the cockpit. Very familiar Star Eagle cockpit. We'll take off so you guys can have a look at the Star Raptor as it lifts off. Unfortunately, I don't use this ship as much anymore. I've got the Imperator that is really my go-to ship that I hang out with. Yeah, look at that. I changed one thing and the stupid bug left the ship behind. Gotta love it. For those who want to know, the cross sections or the cross habs were originally Nova Galactic on this. And I really didn't like the colorization that the Nova Galactic cross sections had. So I switched over to the Hope Text. That's what I swapped out. You can see there in the those cross sections between the port and starboard arms and the main structure of the ship. They were the Nova Galactic ones, and they just didn't color very well compared to the Hope Tech ones. The Hope Tech ones are a little heavier, typically, but they don't color. There's one color, and these take two. So, decoratively speaking, I liked these more. But anyway, that's the Star Raptor, the way it looks. I'm going to hop over to the shipbuilder, and we'll go over some of the changes that I made. It shouldn't take too long. It's just some modifications that I made to the original Star Eagle. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, here we are. We are in the shipbuilder, and as you can see, I got the Star Raptor pulled up right here. Just like I said earlier in the video, you could see that I took and blew out all of the habs and lowered them down to the lowest level, just like this, and put in this living quarters, captain's quarters, and the Stroud workshop that attaches to the Viking cockpit. Kept the original landing gear here on the outside, and kept the original A engines, but they are fully upgraded. right here. And as you can see, I upgraded to a DC 303 fast ignition reactor. It's a Class B and a Class B grav drive, and some really nice big tanks that used to sit up here but don't sit up there anymore, which allowed me to do this really nice silhouette. As you can see, it's really not that difficult to see what I did to make the Star Raptor a little bit different from the Star Eagle itself. But it maintains pretty much the same silhouette. Turned it into a lowrider, dropped the winglets back here that were on the original for a nice tail fin, and you will need to throw that on there just so you can pop one of those NG-20 landing gears on there, because this ship gets a little heavier, and therefore it needs more landing gear. But one of the things you'll notice is that I extended out the port and starboard arms that came with the original ship, and I threw a 30T hauler cargo underneath there, and then I actually put my landing bay here and had a cross-hab go over and into the living quarters instead of having it underneath the front, so that way I could have myself a lowrider version. And because I did that, I was able to mirror it over here, but instead of a landing bay, I put the Connect Pro docker from Stroud Eklund, so that way our docker and bay have no real interference with our living quarters and where we live. It's kind of fun. I did maintain a little bit of the original, the smaller radiator sort of here on the sides of the ignition reactor. The big one doesn't go across anymore, so it looks kind of goofy when it's in there, just sort of floating in free space. Kind of annoying. So as an homage, I popped these little ones here. Plus, they allow you to clip with these landing gears that are really unforgiving if any of you have tried to build with these. And again, this is a vanilla build. You don't need to do any sort of special snapping or exploits to get this to work. And then I added a little bit of more cargo here with 200 cm ballast cargoes on either side on the various port and starboard arms. And then back here under the engines, I threw in a couple more 100 cm ballast cargo holds from Sexton Systems, which gives you a really nice 3190 cargo with a max crew of 4. I can honestly say I don't even remember what the original Star Eagle stats were. I've done so much fiddling with this ship that I can barely remember. Of course, I did pop on a Vanguard bulwark shield. Always nice when you can upgrade to a B reactor and be able to have access to this really nice shield. Best shield in the game, hands down. Yes, there are ones that take less power, ones that have better regen, but this is just your best bang for your buck. You throw this on there and you've got plenty of shielding. So, yeah, that's the Star Raptor, guys. I had a lot of fun fiddling around with this, and I always want to make it my home ship, but I really can't because I've got the Imperator, and the Imperator is just really the home ship for me. It's got all of this and more, but I wanted to share the Star Raptor with you guys. I told a commenter that I had built an upgraded and kitted out variation of the Star Eagle that was what I felt was more sleek, more low rider, more profiled than the original. And here it is. This is the Star Raptor. So I hope you guys have fun, and I hope this helped you inspire you to make your Star Eagle as cool and as sleek as possible. Until next time, guys.